So there's actually a lot to like when we're looking at the ADA charts right now. And when we're looking at BTC and looking at some of these fundamentals, it looks like we're actually prepping for another breakout stab over the course of this week. And I want to talk about what ADA does need to do in order to really start making some of these moves to higher prices we haven't seen in months. I'm Luckside. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So looking at ADA right now, we're sitting at the low 35-cent range. Everything's kind of even keel for the day. There's not a whole lot going on in crypto in general. In fact, we have, it looks like kind of a gravestone doji candle printing in terms of ADA. And this is actually after our rejection yesterday. We saw quite a bit of volatility in the market. In fact, ADA ran, all the way up to the high 36-cent range on Sunday night. We came back down. We exploded kind of earlier in the day again, all the way up to the mid 36-cent range, coming back down. I'll get to why that is here in just a moment. But during the same time, we saw BTC take a very nice stab to the upside too, and not quite get to the point of a breakout. But we are seeing it set a very strong floor right about here at our 20-day moving average. Hopefully this continues to hold, because this obviously is a little bit higher high than what we had the few days prior, indicating we may have a little bit of a push here. Now, unfortunately, the reason that ADA and everything else kind of pulled back is that there was actually a big correction that took place in the Chinese, not Chinese stock market, but in Chinese stocks. So with the announcement that took place in September about stimulus checks hitting the Chinese economy, we actually saw this basically historic rally taking place in terms of these assets. So for example, the CSI 300, HSI, the SSE composite actually rallied basically like meme coins, right? 30 and 36%. I mean, moves that were very strong. And eventually you get to a point of cool off. And that's exactly what we saw. We saw quite the cool off take place. For example, US Chinese stocks like Alibaba, Bilibili, Baidu are down 8.9%, 17.2%, and 10% respectively. And this loss of momentum did in fact affect everything. With this pullback, we saw a pullback across the crypto market. All right. Now, what is still good about this is, although we had a rough day in Chinese stocks, and although that affected BTC price, we actually saw a very strong move from institutional money. In fact, yesterday was a $235 million inflow day. In fact, BlackRock contributing to this again in a huge way, $97.9 million worth of buying taking place. Fidelity actually bringing up the top spot at $103 million worth of BTC added. So institutional money is back on the trend of heavy buying. All right. And this isn't necessarily a discount day in terms of the charts, but what it is accumulation, setting a strong floor. So big money wants to buy in these levels. They're actually getting very comfortable with BTC price. So we're getting back to this point where demand is starting to catch up to where the price levels are at. Now, just looking at this ADA chart in general, guys, we're still holding this long-term trend, which is a very strong sign. We're sitting right below this 20 and this 50-day moving average. And frankly, the big thing that we need to do in order to really break out and start making some moves is we got to cross this 20-day moving average, and we have to hold it. That is going to be one of ADA's strongest moves in these charts. We know now that we can breach and at least hold above this 100-day moving average for several days. Remember, this was the first time ADA had done this since we had gone on our consolidation, right? Ever since April 7th, just a week and a half ago was the first time we crossed it in 6 months, basically. So ADA is actually looking very strong right now. And hopefully this trend that we're seeing continues, this confirmation of higher lows and hopefully higher highs as well. Now we'll have to be patient. This isn't something that's all going to take place in one day. I'm not expecting ADA to, just explode from right here and make this, 15% move. Is it possible? Sure. If BTC and the overall crypto market get enough of a bug up their butt and start causing some short liquidations, and BTC really approaches the top of this trend and gets a breakout here, maybe even sets a little bit higher high than this mid 66K range, then we're really talking. That's when ADA has an opportunity to really take up some ground here. Remember, ADA is showing a very strong floor against BTC. It does want to move to the upside as an asset in general, and it can do that a little easier than most other assets in the space because of the LPs being smaller than most other of the ones with higher correlation in the market. So hopefully that makes sense for people. ADA is kind of a little more on an island. It can decorrelate a little bit easier. That's why we've seen ADA make some of these moves outside of the market. For example, ADA's tried to make some early moves. It's tried to make some late moves. Unfortunately, a lot of times it's gotten hit with rejection from negative BTC moves. But right now, signs are looking positive, and hopefully this is something that continues to build as we go through the course of the week. So let me know your thoughts below. Do you think that institutional money is going to have a big day of buying? Do you think ADA is going to make this push here? And are we about to see another breakout in terms of ADA and BTC? Have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.